Imagine a world where heroes are not who they seem to be, where the glory and the triumphs are but a mirage. This world is not far-fetched, in fact, it's closer than you think. It's a world we all know, love, and cherish. It's the world of football, a beautiful game that unites us all, crossing boundaries and overcoming differences. It's a world where the roar of the crowd and the thrill of the goal become a symphony of joy, passion, and unity. In this world, heroes are born. They rise through the ranks, their names etched in the hearts of millions. One such hero, a beacon of talent and skill, is Paul Pogba, the charismatic midfielder who has dazzled us with his magical footwork, his spectacular goals, and his larger-than-life persona. Yet, beneath the veneer of success and fame, beneath the shining trophies and the adoring fans, a storm was brewing. Little did we know that our hero was treading a path that would shake the very foundations of this world we hold dear. Yes, we are speaking of a scandal, a revelation so shocking, it threatens to shatter our perceptions and question our beliefs. The unthinkable has happened. Our hero, Paul Pogba, has been embroiled in a doping scandal. A dark cloud has cast its shadow over the world of football. The cheers have turned into whispers, the adulation into questions. The game, the passion, the hero we knew, are they all just an illusion? In the heart of this world, a dark secret was brewing, the doping scandal of Paul Pogba. It all began in an unsuspecting manner with a routine drug test. This seemingly mundane process, a routine part of any professional athlete's career, set the stage for a scandal that would shake the world of football to its core. The test was administered following a match, a standard protocol in the world of professional sports. It was a day like any other, the outcome of the game long forgotten in the shadow of what was to come. The results came in, and they were not what anyone expected. Disbelief was the initial reaction. How could this be? Pogba, a player known for his skill on the field, his passion for the game, and his dedication to his craft, was now at the center of a doping scandal. The news spread like wildfire, with fans, fellow players, and officials alike struggling to come to terms with the revelation. Rumors began to swirl around the football world. Was it a one-time mistake, or had there been deception all along? Was the player they knew only a facade, his performance boosted by illegal substances? The questions were many, the answers few. The world waited with bated breath for Pogba's response, for his side of the story. But the silence from his end only added to the mounting tension. The disbelief soon gave way to anger and disappointment. Fans felt betrayed, their trust shattered. The football community was left reeling, grappling with the reality of the situation. A hero, a role model, was on the verge of falling from grace, his reputation tarnished. The results of the test sent shockwaves across the globe. A hero was falling from grace. The genesis of deception had begun, and the world of football would never be the same. As the truth began to unravel, so did the man behind the player. The investigation into Paul Pogba's alleged doping scandal was as meticulous as it was relentless. It began with a thorough analysis of his past performances, scrutinizing every game, every goal, every moment of brilliance. A team of experts pored over countless hours of footage, dissected reams of medical reports, and interviewed dozens of people who had crossed paths with the player. As the findings started to pile up, a chilling picture began to emerge. There were inconsistencies in Pogba's medical records, suspicious patterns in his performance statistics, and troubling accounts from those who had worked closely with him. The evidence was circumstantial, but it was growing and it was damning. All the while Pogba remained defiant. He vehemently denied any wrongdoing, asserting his innocence with a fervor that was both compelling and heartbreaking. The world watched as the man who had once been a beacon of talent and ambition grappled with the dark cloud of suspicion that had settled over him. Yet, the more Pogba fought, the more his reputation suffered. The allegations had cast a long shadow over his illustrious career. Fans who had once cheered his name now questioned his integrity. Sponsors who had once clamored for his endorsement now distanced themselves. Clubs who had once coveted his skills now reconsidered their offers. The impact of the scandal on Pogba's career was devastating. It was not just about the potential sanctions or the loss of lucrative contracts. It was about the tarnishing of a legacy, the shattering of trust, and the erosion of an image that had been carefully crafted over years of hard work and dedication. The once revered name was now under scrutiny. the player's career hanging by a thread. The unraveling had begun, and its effects were far-reaching and irreversible. In the end, it was not just about a player and a scandal. It was about the harsh reality of a world that demands perfection and the unforgiving nature of a game that leaves no room for error. The fallout of the scandal was swift and brutal. The once shining beacon of the football world, Paul Pogba, found himself in the eye of a storm that would leave no aspect of his life untouched. The sanctions rolled in, thick and fast, suspensions, fines, and the stripping of titles. A glittering career was reduced to a pile of ashes in a matter of days. The reactions were a mixed bag of disbelief, anger, and disappointment. Fans who once chanted his name in the stadiums were left feeling betrayed. The jerseys bearing his name were discarded, and the posters torn down. The man they idolized had fallen from grace, and it was a fall that echoed around the world. Fellow players, too, were stunned. The locker room was filled with a deafening silence. Teammates, who once stood shoulder to shoulder with him on the field, now found themselves adrift, questioning the integrity of the game they loved. The camaraderie was replaced with suspicion, the joy of the game tainted with the bitter taste of deceit. The football community as a whole was left reeling. Pogba's actions had not just impacted his own career, but the reputation of the sport itself. Questions were raised about the effectiveness of anti-doping measures, the role of governing bodies, and the pressure on athletes to perform. It was a dark cloud that loomed over every pitch, every game, and every player. The impact on his team was profound. The loss of their star player hit them hard, both on and off the field. On the field, they struggled to fill the void he left. Off the field, they battled to regain the trust of their fans and the respect of their peers. It was a blow that would take years to recover from. The scandal left a trail of destruction in its wake, a sport and its hero tainted. It was a reminder of the harsh reality that even heroes can fall, that the pursuit of glory can sometimes lead us down a dark path. But in the end, it's not the fall that defines us, but how we rise from it. In the face of adversity, we often find the harshest truths. This couldn't be more valid when we reflect on the doping scandal that rocked the football world. It was a dark period, a time that challenged the very integrity of the sport we all cherish. In the wake of the scandal, the world of football and its ardent fans had to grapple with some harsh realities. It was a jarring reminder that even our heroes, the players we idolize, can falter. But it was also a wake-up call, a call that echoed the need for stronger regulations and more transparency in the sport. It was a call for change. The incident has left indelible lessons in its wake. For the fans, it was a lesson in trust and the value of fair play. It was a lesson in the importance of not placing our heroes on an unattainable pedestal, but to see them as they are, human, fallible. For the players, it was a lesson in responsibility and integrity. It underscored the fact that the pursuit of glory should never overshadow the essence of the game. It highlighted that the path to success isn't paved with shortcuts, but with hard work, dedication, and above all, fair play. For the sport itself, it was a lesson in vigilance. It emphasized the need for more stringent checks and balances to ensure that the spirit of the game remains untarnished. It was a lesson in the importance of creating a system that encourages honesty, transparency, and sportsmanship above all else. In the end, the incident served as a stark reminder of the importance of integrity in sport. It showed us that winning at any cost is not winning at all. It reminded us that the true spirit of sport lies in fair play, in giving your all on the field, in respecting your opponents, and in playing with honor. The scandal served as a stark reminder of the importance of integrity in sport, a lesson learned in the hardest way possible. And as we move forward, we carry these lessons with us in the hopes that they guide us towards a more honest, transparent, and fair sporting world.